Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Sacramento team as we enter play here. They've been as hot as anyone. The win last week makes it 9 out of 10.
The results are hard to argue. If there's a team better suited for the postseason right now, I don't know who they are.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Cardinals here, their long winning streak finally came to an end last week. A disappointing game for them, but still a heck of a run.
Indeed it was. What a great job by them putting together a streak. Now let's see how they rebound after a defeat.
Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And off we go from the California capital. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the first Wyoming quarterback to go in the first round. Standing 6'5", it's Josh Allen.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw one touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
Into the air right away is Allen. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now Allen. And his throw's going to be incomplete. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. To the air, Allen. Throw left side complete. That's Moore. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all. Parker, check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Well, Charles, you think about this defense. This week in preparation, you couldn't hide the fact from them that they're facing a team that's lost 7 in a row. You just wonder if they prepared the same way they normally do.
Yeah, that's a great question because normally that preparation goes into what you do well on defense. What is the best thing that you do going into a game? But in this case, you might want to take all the tendencies and throw them out the window. I would expect them to throw every trick play in the book right out of the gate in order to try and get something established and get things moving. And how about that on 3rd down? So many different directions an offense can go. Throw it out wide to the receivers, get it to their speedy running back. They changed up everything and handed it to the fullback, and he surprised them all and picked up a first down.
A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Allen. He's going to look deep for Moore. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win. And that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the Cardinals.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Well, kind of a quirk in the schedule. These two division rivals didn't see each other much of the year. Their first meeting was just a few weeks ago, back in Week 14. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
Back to throw now on first down. Bringing it in, Jackson left side.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 38-yard line.
2nd and 4. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Back to throw here. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And he hits the upright, but it caroms in anyway. Well, plenty of distance there as he banks it in. And that'll make it 3-0 here in the first. So put 3 on the board. A little bit of a hook on the driver that time. Looked a little bit like you, Charles, over on the 8th at Windermere.
You know me too well, partner. Except that he got his to hit a tree and kick back into the fairway.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their second drive of the game.
Their second drive here of the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
On second down, it's Pollard, and they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Allen now looks to throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Allen. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing is Allen on third. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. That's going to bring up fourth down, only a gain of 2 there.
We can make this one pretty simple. Walked up all his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a fourth down?
Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Time for our first check of the NFL scoreboard. And the lead has gotten even bigger. The Texans have got it in cruise control right now. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. That is just one of the many games we'll be watching here in the final week of the NFL season. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They're guarding against the upset.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. And they try to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete as well.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
They bring their punter out there now as he's on to kick it away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
And someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. So the drive's going to start with Pollard trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Now Allen.
Ahmad Gardner finishing off the quarter blitz.
Now this is where field awareness comes into play. He's getting perilously close to his own goal line, and after that sack, backed up to his own 2.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Here's Allen. And that is incomplete. Here comes the Cardinals punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taken right around the 44. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Sacramento with the football here as we get set to begin quarter 2. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They run it again with Williams. Running right through it. And he's going to be stopped up just short of the first down at the Cardinals' 23.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. They'll set up a throw. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. He'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jackson. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he's got it. Touchdown. DK Metcalf. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
Brandon, what we just saw there were 2 guys who were in sync. The person delivering the ball, but especially the person running the route. Tremendous job. It results in a terrific play.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows to 10-0. So this drive spans 7 plays.
And it's DK Metcalf who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM that always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
They'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Sliding out of the pocket. And this is going to be incomplete. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense.
So not just running into the punter, but roughing the punter.
And I'm struggling with this one. You know, you're watching it, partner. Is it more the first rather than the latter? This is a tough one. Almost feels like he felt like he had to call it on that play.
On 1st down, Allen. Over the middle, complete. That's Brown.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. That one a first down pickup of 8.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. His throw incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Two yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Here's Allen to throw it. Now they set up the screen. That's complete.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1. That's complete right around the 8.
And the Cardinals are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Allen going to throw. Forced out to his left. This will be caught at about the 5. And the ball smacked down on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Again, they'll throw with Allen. And that is caught by Brown for a Cardinal touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Cardinals have cut it back within a score.
There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So that drive, 12 plays in length.
And it's Hollywood, Marquise Brown, who finishes it off with the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Here's Sacramento's offense once more.
And as these guys interplay in Week 17, we know one thing. They are playoff bound, but they want to win that division title. They told us that is a goal that's been posted in their locker room since day one. They've got the chance to control their own destiny.
And there's nothing more powerful than saying that you won the division, because I know from building a team, when I talk with all the GMs and the player personnel directors, they always talk about to get to the playoffs in the NFL, you have to have a team that's constructed to win your division. Beat those teams first. That's your #1 path to getting there, and they can get that done in this game.
Looking to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete.
Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 4th down.
Always important as a defender on 3rd down to keep the play in front of you and make sure you don't give up enough space that they can make a move on you in the open field. Try as he might, he wasn't able to get to the 1st down marker. Excellent defense, good tackling.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Allen trying to hurry everybody up to the line of scrimmage.
First down, Arizona.
he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Allen.
Pass to Tony Pollard out of the backfield.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. They find some open field here. The 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they went standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did and came through with a big-time pick six.
Point after try forthcoming. It's good to make it 17-7. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
Well, the Cardinal offense going to take over late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range.
Now Allen to try again after the pick six. This will be caught by Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Allen now on first down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it, so on comes the field goal unit. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that will open the lead up now to 20-7.
Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll start up at Highmark Stadium, just outside of Buffalo, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue. as you can see by the scoreline. Devin Singletary, a touchdown run in the victory. From there, we'll head down to the Meadowlands to check on the Giants at home in MetLife Stadium. And that one's at halftime with the visiting Lions out on top. 3 touchdown passes in that one for Justin Herbert. Lastly, we head to the Gulf Coast and check on the Bucs at home in Tampa. And they currently trail the visiting Philadelphia Eagles. Devontae Smith, a touchdown reception. Time now for a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for the Cardinals. And they didn't get a whole lot accomplished through the air in those first 2 quarters of play. They'll need to up their game if they want to rally all the way back. Meanwhile, for our home team, they did not have quite the same amount of success in the passing game that their counterparts did, as you get a look at the numbers there.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway.
And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's the 2nd and 7. He'll hit Jackson complete. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 1.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Right side caught by Jackson. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now a give up the middle to Williams.
And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
Just shy of midfield. A gain of 1 yard. Brings up
2nd and 9 now. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play, just someone that I can dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Back to throw here. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
So good coverage there defensively as it looks like they'll force a punt on this opening drive of the 3rd.
Well, let's coach them up a little bit from right here in the booth. That's exactly what they needed to do. They need to start stringing together some stops, turning the ball over back to their offense, and trying to get back into this game.
Yeah, a couple scores down, but they can eat into that quickly with a nice drive here on the other side.
And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we're having a tough patch, this too shall pass, and if I kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. Fielded at the 43. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Here's Sacramento's offense once more.
This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you can tempt to play the field position game.
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
2nd and 5. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
That's another beautiful throw right there. Gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another 1st down there.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down.
Again, he'll drop to throw. It's caught by Jackson.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
On 2nd down, Williams.
And he's going to be stopped up just short of the 1st down at the Cardinals 16. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick.
And the Cards are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
Well, CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over.
They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. They go back to Pollard on 2nd down.
And he'll be taken down at the 18. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's a give up the middle. And he's going to have the 1st down as he's marked down just shy of the 20. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up 1st downs.
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. Looking middle, and that's complete. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. They'll run left with Pollard, and he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And this is going to be a Cardinals first down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Allen. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Cardinals.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. We are back now in Sacramento. It's Cardinal football, but they trail here as we get set to bring you the 4th and final quarter. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Allen. And he's got his big tight end here. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one good for 26 and a first down.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Allen now looks to throw. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
So Tyler Bass on now for the field goal. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. The kick by Bass is good. And that cuts into the deficit. It's now 20-10. Well, no field goal attempts for him until the final quarter, but no hesitation on his end. He comes right out and nails his first field goal try.
And give him a lot of credit, too, because he stood there the entire ball game, but has managed to stay with it both mentally and physically. When they called on him, he was ready, and he knocked it through the posts.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Here's Sacramento's offense once more. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. A give to Williams, running right. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 50-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground with Williams.
And some room to run now.
And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 45-yard line.
16 yards, a 1st down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Now Williams running left. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is going to be 3rd and 13. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Sets up 4th down.
And he hits the upright, but it caroms in anyway. With plenty of distance there as he banks it in. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, distance wasn't the problem, but he did need some help from the right upright, and he got it a little kiss and in.
Yeah, unfortunately caught on the inside of the upright, and that pushed it through. This isn't like a baseball foul pole where you hit any part of it and it counts. It's got to go through the post. If he hits it on the outside, that's no good.
So out now come the Cardinals. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. 4th quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Here in the 4th quarter, defensively, you know that you're just going to blanket the field with defensive backs and say, okay, take your best shot. And that time, it's intercepted.
And we've often seen teams go into the prevent early, way too early, and sometimes they get too soft in their coverages, but not in this case. They understood the situation and played it with the proper aggression.
Here's Sacramento's offense once more. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They're going to look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
And not what you want to see this late in the season. The medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Cardinals' 25-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. And this one's incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Back to throw again. Going right side here, and that's complete. And out of bounds right around the 20. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and look like turtle at this point. You just go ahead and play.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
They try the left side here with Williams. And despite the fancy footwork we saw, they'll get to him just inside the 15.
He was brought down at the 13-yard line. It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
He'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Miners are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating what we have to make the call. They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
They'll try and throw for it. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield.
Well, obviously they never want to see penalties on that defense, but this one a little bit more significant there on the downfield pass play.
And coaches preach it all the time. You can't put yourself in that kind of position if you're the defender. You've got to stay in a spot far downfield where you can play the ball without creating extra contact.
Flushed out right. And this is caught. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. His pass caught at the 4. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. Now the Cardinals going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. On 2nd and goal, Allen. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
This likely a must-have, 3rd and goal.
Here's Allen. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. One final try here for Allen. And this is going to be intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for the home team here,
they run their record to 13-3 now on the year.